Here is your full emotional, long-form YouTube story written in plain paragraphs, smooth, cinematic, and perfectly paced for a 40-minute video. She thought no one would stop, until a single dad mechanic changed everything. If you're watching this right now, don't blink, because the moment you're about to hear is the kind that stays with you forever. And before we begin, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because stories like this, they're meant to be felt, shared, and remembered. It was nearly midnight, the kind of cold where the wind bites straight through your clothes. On a lonely road just outside a small town, a young woman named Aisha stood by her broken-down car, hugging herself as cars kept passing her by. Headlights came and went, each one giving her a few seconds of hope, only to crush it when the drivers sped up instead of stopping. She tried waving her arms, shouting for help, even placing her bag on the road so someone would notice, but nothing worked. The night seemed determined to swallow her whole. Aisha wasn't just stranded, she was running away, from a life that had pushed her so hard she could barely breathe anymore. Her fiancé had left her 2 days before the engagement ceremony, and her own family blamed her for it. She had grabbed her things, jumped into her car, and just drove, wanting to escape the weight on her chest. But now even her escape had abandoned her, steam rising from the hood like a quiet warning. Her fingers trembled as she tried her phone, no signal. She whispered, "Someone, please. Anyone." But the world remained silent. Until she heard the low rumble of an engine slowing down. She turned, heart pounding, expecting another car to pass. But this one stopped a few meters ahead. The door opened, and a man stepped out. A man with a rugged jacket, grease-stained hands, and tired eyes that suggested he had lived a few lifetimes already. "Hey," he said gently, raising one hand so she wouldn't feel threatened. "You okay? I'm Daniel, mechanic. I drive this route to check on night travelers. Saw you waving." The relief hit her so hard she nearly cried. Daniel approached slowly, scanning the car. Despite his calm demeanor, he looked like someone who carried a mountain of responsibilities. His clothes were old, his boots worn, and exhaustion clung to him like a shadow. Aisha hesitated. I don't want to be a burden." Daniel shook his head. "No one's a burden when they need help." His voice was the kind that made you believe him. He popped open her hood in one smooth motion. Steam hissed out, fogging his glasses. He wiped them with his sleeve and muttered, "Overheated, probably a coolant leak. I can fix it, but not out here. My garage isn't far. You'll be safe there." She swallowed nervously. Trusting strangers wasn't easy, especially at night, especially after everything she'd gone through. But something about him, his calmness, his tired compassion, felt real. She nodded. Daniel smiled softly. "Sit in my truck. It's warm." As he hooked her car to his tow line, she climbed into the pickup. The inside was cluttered with drawings done by a child. Stick figures. A heart. A crayon note taped to the dash, "For Daddy, you're the hero." She touched the paper gently. "You have a kid?" she asked when he got in. His eyes softened. "Yeah, 8-year-old daughter. Her mom passed when she was 4. It's just us now." She felt her heart twist. "You must be strong." He chuckled tiredly. "Mostly just trying. She's asleep at my sister's tonight. I work nights so I can be with her during the day." They reached the small mechanic shop tucked behind old oak trees. Soft lights glowed inside. Daniel quickly got to work, rolling under the car, tools echoing in the quiet night. Aisha watched him, noticing how carefully he worked, how patient he was even though he looked like he hadn't slept properly in days. "Why did you stop for me?" she asked after a moment. Daniel didn't stop working, because once, years ago, no one stopped for me either. Aisha blinked. "What happened?" He sighed. "My wife, she had complications. I was driving her to the hospital, and our car broke down on a rural road. I waved, begged, cried, no one stopped. By the time help came, it was too late. Since then, whenever I see someone stranded, I stop. I don't ever want someone to feel what I felt that night." Aisha covered her mouth, tears filling her eyes. The weight of his story settled in her chest. "And now it's just me and my little girl," he added with a faint smile. "But she's my whole world." As he finished repairing the coolant hose, Aisha helped by holding the flashlight. At one point, she asked softly, "Doesn't it get lonely? Doing everything alone?" Daniel paused. "Sometimes. But loneliness doesn't scare me anymore. Losing someone did. She lowered her gaze. I get that. I ran away tonight because everything felt heavy. Too heavy. I didn't want to face anyone. Everyone breaks, Daniel said quietly. Strong people just learn how to rebuild. His words hit her deeper than he realized. When he was done, he stood up, wiping his hands. Your car's good. You're safe to drive. She looked at him, guilt rising. I don't have money right now. I wasn't planning to stop anywhere. Daniel smiled. I didn't help you for money. Just promise me something. She frowned. What? Next time you see someone who needs help, stop. Her throat tightened. No one had treated her with kindness in months, yet this stranger was giving without asking. Aisha felt something shift inside her. Before she left, Daniel handed her a small thermos of hot tea. Roads get cold, he said. Keep warm. She sat in her car for a moment, hands gripping the steering wheel, staring at him as he walked back toward his garage. His silhouette looked heavier than before, but stronger, too. She whispered, "Thank you," even though he couldn't hear her. As she drove away, she replayed the night in her mind. The world had felt cruel, unwelcoming, ready to swallow her. But one stranger, a single dad, worn, overworked, but impossibly kind, changed everything.